Good morning, students. We have already done the poem To a Butterfly. Let's revise this poem once again in this video. Now, To a Butterfly is written by William Wordsworth. Okay. Now, usually a butterfly, if you see it during the during the cold mornings, they warm themselves in the sun. Okay. Why they warm themselves in the sun? So that in order to raise their body temperature. If their body temperature is low, they'll find it difficult to fly. Okay, so to fly is in order to fly easily, especially during the winter time, during the cold mornings, that is during the winter time, they usually to raise their body temperature, they warm themselves in the sun. Okay, and this poem is also about butterfly who's basking in the sun. Basking means what? He's enjoying the warmth of the sunlight. Okay, this poem is written by William Wordsworth. Now, the central idea of this poem is that it revolves around Wordsworth's appreciation. Okay, he appreciate the natural world and the thought and emotions that evokes in him. Okay, now what happened? One fine day, he finds a little butterfly in his orchard. Okay, that is sitting undisturbed and in perfect harmony with its surrounding. Okay, on a yellow flower. Now the tranquility of the butterfly, the way how the butterfly is sitting on the yellow flower with calm, undisturbed, it brings in poet's mind the pleasant memories from his childhood. Okay, where he felt the same calmness and harmony in which the butterfly is sitting in front of him on that yellow flower, undisturbed and in a perfect peace. So he's comparing his childhood with the way the butterfly is sitting on the what do you call it, on that blue yellow flower, and with undisturbed and in perfect peace with the surrounding. Okay, no matter what is happening in the surrounding, it is just sitting undisturbed. Okay, and is not moving at all. In the similar manner, the poet is telling about his childhood, where he was carefree, he was not, like, he was very much in peace, he was enjoying his own childhood, he was not bothered about what's going on in the surrounding. He was happy go lucky. So here in this poem, the poet is comparing the way the object of the external world, okay, how the object of the external world connects with poet's internal world of memory and emotion. Okay, so the external world means what? Butterfly. How the butterfly is undisturbed and how the butterfly is sitting in peace and harmony on that yellow flower. In the similar manner, the poet is comparing his childhood, okay, where he was carefree, he was very calm, he was not worried about what is happening in the surrounding. So the way the objects of the external world connects with the poet's internal worlds of memories and emotions. Okay, so in the first stanza, the poet is saying that I have watched you now a full half an hour, self poised upon that yellow flower. So over here, the poet is saying that it's been half an hour that I am watching you. The way you are sitting on that, the way you have balanced yourself and sitting on that yellow flower. And little butterfly, indeed, I know not if you sleep or feed. So the poet is saying the way you're sitting on that particular yellow flower, undisturbed and in perfect peace, I cannot make out actually you are sleeping. Actually, you have you got time to sleep, or did you get time for yourself to eat also? Because you have not moved at all. How motionless, not frozen seas, more motionless, and then. So here the poet is saying that you're sitting undisturbed. Okay, there is no motion at all, there's no movement at all. Even the like how the frozen seas, okay, he's comparing his motionless to the frozen seas. In the frozen seas, in the colder regions, okay, when the seas gets frozen up, especially in the cold region where the seas are frozen. Okay, you cannot find any activity going on inside the sea, because where you cannot detect any activity in the frozen sea. In the similar manner, the poet is saying that you are so calm, you're sitting in such a perfect harmony that you are not, there's no not a single movement of your there is no single movement at all. Then he's saying, and then what joy awaits you when the breeze has found you out among the trees. So he's saying that afterwards, whenever the breeze blows, okay, and whenever it touches your wings, you might be feeling so happy to fly again along with the breeze, okay. Indirectly, the poet is saying the breeze might be inviting you when it touches your wing, it is indicating you can come on, butterfly, let's fly again, and let's go to each and every corner of the world, okay, and let the people of each and every corner of the world uh, feel your presence, okay, your beautiful presence, because butterflies are really very beautiful, their delicate wings are really very beautiful. And calls you forth again. Forth again means what? To go and come again, okay. Every time the whenever the breeze blows, it is like calling the butterfly, come fly, and let's go to different places and come back again. In the second stanza, this plot of orchard ground is ours. My trees they are, my sister's flowers. So he's saying that this particular piece of land, plot of orchard is what? A piece of land where on which fruit tree grows. So he's saying that this particular piece of land belongs to my family, okay, and whichever trees you can see over here, they are under my, I take care of them, and these beautiful flowers are under the care of my sisters. So this particular, he's telling that this orchard belongs to my family, these trees are mine, and I take care of the trees, and my sister, she takes care of these beautiful flowers, okay. Then he is telling that here rest your wings when they are weary, here lodge as in a sanctuary. So in the third line, the poet is saying that whenever you are tired, weary means what? Whenever you are tired, here rest your wings means what? Whenever the like butterfly needs wings to fly, so whenever his wings get tired, whenever the butterfly gets tired, he is telling the butterfly to lodge means what? To rest in a sanctuary. Sanctuary means what? A protected place, okay. So no harm will be done in that particular sanctuary. Come to us often, fear no wrong, sit near us on the bough. So here the poet is saying that come regularly to meet me and my sisters, okay, and you can sit on any of the branches of the tree, okay, and we'll assure you nothing wrong is going to happen, like we are not going to harm you. We'll talk of sunshine on of song and summer days when we were young. So he's saying that you can be a part of our conversation. Conversation between whom? Between the poet and her sister. So the poet is saying that whenever you feel like resting, you can come and rest in our orchard. No one is going to harm you, and you can be a part of our conversation, okay. And we normally talk about the sunshines and songs means what? About the summer days, okay, when they were child, okay, about their childhood, how they spend their childhood with in childhood is the best part of our life, okay, where we don't have any tension what's going out outside the world. We are not bothered about that because we are too young for it, okay. We are happy with whatever is given to us. So childhood is the best part of our life. So here the poet is saying that you can be a part of a conversation between me and my sister where we talk about our childhood, okay. Sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days are now. So they are saying that when we talk about our childhood day, we are so lost in it that when we are talking, we feel that it's just 20 days ago what happened, okay. We are so happy to cherish those moments, okay. And when we sit and talk about our childhood, we feel so happy, and it feels like it's just been 20 days, okay, just from now that we are talking about something which just happened 20 days ago. So here the way the butterfly sat on that beautiful yellow flower undisturbed and in perfect peace, in the similar manner the poet is comparing his childhood. It was like it was with the same calmness and harmony. He has spent his childhood, okay, no tension, only happiness, and it was like he had enjoyed his childhood like anything. Now children, here are few what do you call it, butterflies, which soon will get extinct from the world. They are very rare. Okay, rare means what? Less in numbers, and they are so pretty and beautiful. Just have a look of these butterfly.